betray. Piers Morgan gives Harry a harsh knockout with shocking secret, Meghan had crush on me. Piers Morgan has claimed that Meghan Markle made Usain Bolt look like a tortoise when she reportedly slid into his DMs after the ITV star followed her on Twitter, prior to her relationship with now-husband Prince Harry. Former Good Morning Britain presenter Piers Morgan has claimed that Meghan Markle had a crush on him when they first met 7 years ago. The former Life Stories host, 56, recalled the moment the Duchess of Sussex slid into his direct messages within minutes of the journalist following her on social media in 2015. Writing in The Sun ahead of his new column, Piers Morgan Uncensored, the former newspaper editor announced his media comeback after leaving GMB last April. But now, Piers has told how the Duchess is in for an unpleasant surprise in the wake of his comeback. He wrote, "Pushy little Princess Pinocchio tried her utmost to cancel me, and she will be in for a very unpleasant surprise when I emerge, like Lazarus, from my den." In a tongue-in-cheek interview with himself, the TV personality claimed Meghan took a fancy to him. Piers asked himself, "Your blossoming friendship with Meghan Markle was abruptly terminated when she met her now-husband, Prince Harry. Do you, deep down, think she once had a slight crush on you too?" He responded, "No question. Nobody's ever slid faster into my DMs after I followed them on social media. She made Usain Bolt look like a tortoise." Here's the full story of Morgan and Meghan's outing, as told by Morgan himself in May 2018. He said he followed her, and many other Suits actors, on Twitter in 2017, and she reached out. They developed a good relationship, exchanging emails and discussing her work. On a planned visit to London, she asked to meet up, and they shared a few drinks at his local pub. She turned up looking $1 million, Piers told Access Hollywood. "We talked about life and the universe and Donald Trump and, you know, everything really." Apparently, they wrapped up the evening on good terms, with Meghan saying let's meet up again and thanking Morgan for his time. Morgan continued, "Last I ever heard from her. That's when Access Hollywood host Kit Uvaku in, she ghosted you. Dropped you like a bad habit." Morgan agreed, "The most brutal ghosting of all time." Well, clearly he hasn't heard many ghosting stories, but anyway. And now of course we've seen dozens of other people say they too got ghosted. We all got frozen out. She had reached a loftier place and there was no room for people like us. Clearly, Morgan took the radio silence hard and decided it meant the Duchess felt she was too good for him, when in reality, it could be that they were simply never that close, or that she never interpreted it as a date in the first place. Keeping in mind the timeline here, Meghan got serious with Harry very shortly thereafter, and her life did dramatically change. Given that she'd met Morgan exactly once in her life after a couple DMs, is it so crazy that there wasn't a second meeting? Morgan rounded out the interview with this warning, "I would be a little concerned if I was the royal family, that here you have someone that appears to be, on the face of it, a lovely person, but is prepared to cut people like that." And just to show you how drastically things have changed, when Morgan suggested that Harry's dislike of media could have pushed Meghan to stay away, Hoover interjected that Morgan has always defended Meghan, and even that morning he'd been praising her on the air. Morgan replied, "I've only ever been nice about Meghan. What a difference a year makes." He added that he had been ghosted by the former actress, citing her behavior as damn rude.